What is depression for you?
Depression is the feeling of being lonely, like no one will, not like no one want to be with you, like no one will understand you.
Para sa akin, ang meaning ng depression ay isa itong uri ng sakit na pwedeng maranasan ng lahat ng tao.
Depression for me is a kind of disease or symptoms that some people experiences.
Depression is a weakening condition that can make it impossible for you to enjoy your daily existence. Depression is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how we feel, the way we think, and how we act. For me, depression is a kind of sickness that someone should not experience because it might destroy someone's life. It can affect their behavior and attitude that may lead to more serious problems. Depression is a state of low mood that everyone can experience it.
Depression for me is an illness that can affect one's life by in negative effect.
Depression is an emotional feeling that should be taken care of, especially the teenagers.
Depression for me is a state where one is in a very negative mood or where one is very negative towards society, life, and towards themselves. To me, negativity involves sadness, anger, envy, jealousy, and all those dark feelings mixed together. And that for me is depression.
A common and serious medical illness.
Depression for me is a common and serious illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. Depression for me is a big challenge coming from my life that making me stressed and uncomfortable.
Okay, for me, depression is the state of feeling down and it composed of problems in all aspects.
For me, depression is a feelings of severe despondency and rejection. The action of lowering something or pressing something down.
Ang depression ay yung kapag nararamdaman mo na parang gusto mo mag-isa, yung kapag nararamdaman mo na parang hawak mo na yung mundo sa bigat ng problema.
I think depression is a serious psychological sickness.
Para sa akin, ang depression ay isang sensitibong mental disorder na sumisira sa buhay ng isang tao.
Well, for me, depression is a serious medical condition which one person is feeling very sad. Yun, kumbaga, hindi ko pa na-experience yun at hindi pa ako nakakita ng ma-experience pero base sa aking pagkakaalam, parang merong kumbaga mag-isa dahil sa pagiging mag-isa, ganun.
Ang depression ay isang dahilan kung bakit isang tao ay nagpapakamatay. And ito din, at ito ay dahilan ng stress.
What are some of the signs and symptoms of depression?
Some sign of depression is you're feeling alone, you're lock yourself in the room, will never talk to your friends, having no friends.
Tapos naman, ang sign at saka symptoms nito ay yung ang isang tao ay laging mapag-isa, parang siyang may sariling mundo na walang pakialam sa iba.
The signs of depression is overthinking, feeling of alone or helplessness.
Signs of being depressed are being lonely, anger, and mood. Symptoms are physical diseases and effect of drugs.
Some signs and symptoms of depression is feeling lonely, alone, and never try to talk to other people.
The signs and symptoms of depression include irritability and feeling of hopelessness.
Some of the signs and symptoms of depression are not eat is the disorder of eating. They may eat less or eat more. They may not be as active as before. They may have visible changes on their daily life, and some of their friends and family might notice that they have very dark thoughts towards themselves and others.
Some signs and symptoms of depression are extreme sadness, difficulty in thinking and concentration, significant increase or decrease in appetite.
Can't eat and can't sleep are some of the signs and symptoms of depression.
The common symptoms of depression are feeling of helplessness and hopelessness, loss of interest in daily activities, appetite or weight changes, sleep changes, anger or irritability, loss of energy, self-loathing, and reckless behavior.
Some of the signs and symptoms of depression are feelings of helplessness and hopelessness, loss of energy, appetite, loss of interest in daily activities, and anger.
Some of the signs and symptoms of depression are having a depressed mood, feeling worthless or guilty, difficult thinking and concentrating or making decisions, and thoughts of death or suicide. Some of the signs and symptoms of depression are loss of interest in daily activities, appetite or weight changes, anger or irritability, loss of energy, reckless behavior.
Pag nakakaramdam ka ng gusto mga mag-isa, tas yung ayaw mo nung nakakakita ng tao, parang yung gusto mo lang mapag-isa. Reckless behavior and loss of interest in daily activities.
Ang kalimitang senyales ng depression ay yung kapag ang isang tao ay palaging mapag-isa tapos sobra-sobra lagi yung iniisip niya na halos yun, puro nagkukulong na lang sa kwarto.
I think the some signs and symptoms of depression are loneliness feeling and cannot be positive and happy in life.
For me, some of the signs and symptoms of being depressed. One, when you are alone. Next, when you are, your mood is different. For example, you're happy and then later on you'll be sad and so on and so forth. So those are some of the symptoms and sign for me.
Para sa akin, ang sign and symptoms of depression is being stressed or being stressed and talaga makikita mo sa mukha niya na pagod na siya o parang ayaw niya yung gusto niya nang maging malaya, gusto niya nang yung parang ayaw niya na sa mundo, yung gusto niya nang maging malaya sa mga problema niya. So yun, para sa kanya po yung mga symptoms.
Well, para naman sa akin, siguro, yung loss of interest sa isang bagay, nawawalan siya ng, kunwari, hobby niya, tapos nawawalan na siya ng gana doon. Ano pa ba? Stress. Pwede maging depression din yun. Trouble sleeping or too much sleeping. Sleeping pwede lang. Ano pa ba?
What causes depression?
Causes of depression sometimes family problem, friendship, school, business problem.
Causes of depression is having a problem and stress in their life.
Yung nagkakasa sa depression ay stress, mapabahay man yan sa school, sa friends, o kaya sa financial problems.
Physical, sexual, and emotional abuse, conflict, death or a loss, and heartbreaks can cause depression. The main causes of depression include physical, sexual, or emotional abuse. Causes of depression are drug abuse, unemployment, stress, and medical diagnosis. Stress given by surroundings and people around.
Problems about family or broken-hearted status is also a cause of depression.
The causes of depression are death or loss of a loved one, serious illness, and abuse like past physical, sexual, or emotional abuse.
There are many possible causes of depression, including severe life stressors, substances you may take, some medications, drugs and alcohol, and medical conditions that can affect the way your brain regulates your moods.
The cause of depression is overthinking and being alone or helplessness that can result to suicide or some negative effect to a person.
To me, what causes depression is the rejection of society, rejection of first love, with the depression caused by something that you failed in, like chess, baseball, basketball, or something, but just something that you did well in and thought you were very perfect, that you were very good at it. That is a cause of depression.
By abusing someone, physical, sexual, or emotional, that can cause depression later.
There are many possible causes of depression, including stressful life, medication, and medical problems.
Family problem, pwede yun. Stress, yun nga. Ano pa ba? Financial, especially. Ano pa ba? Peer pressure. Yun, sa pressure, mga pressures about studies. Pwede na yun.
So, siguro yung sa mga relationship problems o kaya school problems, family problems, yung mga
Me, some of the roots or the causes, maybe it's a family problem, money matters, and especially when you have boyfriend, girlfriend. So, it can be one of the cause.
The causes of depression are stress and overthinking. Ang pinakaisang dahilan ng depression ay ang stress.
Ang sinabi ko kanina, ang depression ay dahilan ng stress na nanggagaling sa mga gawain nila sa school, sa mga problems na kinaharap nila, sa mga nangyaring masasama sa kanila, na ito ngayon nagdudulot ng stress na kung saan ito ang nagbibigay idea sa tao na magpakamatay or kung ano man na para makawala sa mundo or para makawala sila sa problem.
How can we prevent someone from feeling stress?
And prevent depression, like we open up, magkiusap natin ang ating mga magulang sa ating problema natin. Hindi natin kikip-kimin. Lagi tayong, kung open up tayo sa mga kaibigan natin, hindi tayo ganun.
We should always talk to them and give advices, make them feel that they are loved.
We prevent depression if we communicate or join and be friendly to others.
To prevent someone from feeling depressed, you may be unsure about what you should do to help and let your friends know that you are willing to help. I think persons' thought, behavior, tendencies, feelings, and sense of well-being. Don't let someone to feel down. If we can help, let's help them. Be a friend that they can rely on in times of hardship. If someone feels depressed, they need to exercise regularly, reduce stress, practice mindfulness or meditation, get plenty of sleep, eat well and reduce alcohol and drug use. Work on a positive attitude, stop blaming yourself, get plenty of sleep, and stay away from toxic people or ways to prevent from feeling depressed.
We can help them and give them advice on how to live in a healthy balance and have diet, exercise, and healthy lifestyle.
We can prevent someone being depressed because feeling depressed by supporting them and being there for the person that is depressed. We can prevent depression because depression is a state that we cannot avoid in our life. We can only prevent it from ruining us or others.
Prevent someone from feeling depressed, avoid stress, exercise, diet, and have enough sleep.
We can prevent someone from feeling depressed is kailangan natin siyang makausap para mailabas niya yung kanyang nararamdaman.
To prevent someone from feeling depressed, they need to reduce stress, eat plenty of healthy foods, exercise regularly, get the right amount of sleep, and monitor your overall health.
Ano lang, i-comfort sila kapag ka yung nasasad sila, tapos tulungan na meron pang pag-asa.
Always talk to them and make them feel happy and loved.
To prevent depressed, be positive in life and trust God.
Mape-prevent natin yung depression kung yung ating nararamdaman ay may ibahagi natin sa iba. Yung ilalabas natin lahat ng ating hinahingay para hindi tayo ma-depress.
You should know first yourself, and you should know how to connect with other people. If you have problem, tell it to your friends, to your family. Ask for suggestions, and always seek from God.
Depressed. Siguro kausapin, kaibiganin, o minsan, counsel. Counsel with groups or with family. Ano pa ba? Ayun. Mas mabuti yung kakaibigan mo siya para hindi siya maging mag-isa. Okay na yan.
Nang tulungan siya sa pamamagitan ng pagtulong sa mga schoolworks niya, pagsabi sa kanya ng nandiyan ka lang sa tabi niya, na pwede ka mag-open pwede siya mag-open sa'yo, na pwede mo siyang tulungan sa bawat problem na kinaharap niya. And yung pasayahin siya, kahit anong gawin mo, basta mapasaya mo siya para makalimutan niya mga stress.
In what ways depression affects someone's life?
Naapektuhan ng depression ang buhay natin dahil hindi tayo nakikipag-communicate sa kaibigan natin. Nawalan tayo ng kaibigan, ng connection sa family, nagiging malay tayo sa kanila. Feeling natin lonely tayo, nagkasamahan na tayo na lang yung naglulugmok sa kwarto, wala tayong kinakausap.
Nakaka-apekto ang depression sa buhay ng isang tao kasi yung nararamdaman niya is puro negative side lang. Ang nasa utak, yung mindset niya ay puro negative, wala ng positive. Kaya ayun, nakaka-apekto siya.
Depression affects someone's life if he or she only think a negative side in her life.
A loss of interest or joy for life wherein what used to be enjoyable isn't at all anymore. They are suffering because of a depression. Depression might affect someone's behavior and attitude. They might be out of their mind or simply absent-minded. They can lead to death. They can affect mental and emotional being of a person. They can think properly and they might decide to end their life.
It can affect someone's life when someone can handle his or her problem, and which results to negative, some commit suicides and end their life.
That depression affects us is many. Depression may cause us to lose or gain weight. They can even make us suicide, and they can even make us change forever.
Many people, when you are depressed, are thinking to suicide when they cannot take the problem.
It can affect the behavior of a person and physical well-being. It can affect the whole aspects of life of a person. It can affect in terms of the attitude and behavior of a person.
Madaming pwedeng mangyari sa isang buhay ng tao. Pero yung pinakamasama na nangyayari ay yung nagsisuicide siya dahil lang sa sobrang depressed.
Depression affects someone's life in the way that can lead to death.
It affects daily living, and it also affects the people surrounding them, being worried, and for those who care about you.
Affect someone's life kapag sobra-sobra na yung stress niya, tapos yung halos siya na lang yung nag-handle ng mga problema.
Okay, depression can affect the whole personality, the whole life of the person, because depression can lead to death.
Number 5 is last number. How can depression affect someone's life? siguro, ayun, naisip na magpakamatay. Suicide. So yun sa nagiging.
Sa akin nakaka-apekto to sa pamamagitan ng nagpapakamatay ang isang tao. Yung parang salit na makapagtapos siya, salit na makapagtapos nga siya, salit na yung pangarap niya, matupad niya, hindi nangyayari kasi nga dahil ng depression na to, dahil ng stress na gusto niya nang makawala dito, ay nagagawa niya na lang magpakamatay.